Every day we inch closer and closer to the release of EA Sports College Football 25, and I can't wait. I've mentioned it before. I'm so incredibly excited, and this week they have been coming out with rankings, and I'm here to tell you that EA Sports College Football development team, I don't know that they understand their audience. And it's not about the rankings. So, for instance, today they released the top 10 offenses and defenses in the game. That's going to come out here in just a couple of weeks. And when you look at the list of the top 10 offenses, Georgia, number one, Oregon, Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, LSU, Miami, Colorado, Missouri, Clemson. Sure. Okay. I don't have any gigantic problems with that. And for the, I don't know, I guess the second time this week, I'm like trying to defend Tennessee's honor, which I'm not here to defend Tennessee. But do they have a better offense than, I don't know, Miami, Colorado, Missouri, and Clemson? Yeah. So I don't know what the anti-volunteer bias is. I'm not going to go that far. But I do think, one, it's a little crazy to, like, Colorado has one of the best. Like, Colorado has a good quarterback. Absolutely. Undeniably. Shedeur Sanders is a very good college football player. And what else? Travis Hunter. Sometimes. It doesn't make them a top 10 offense. Missouri, I don't think Missouri's offense is super good. I think their defense is pretty good too. But I don't know that they're one of the 10 best in America. Clemson last year was like 99th in total offense, and they're number 10. I think that's a little bit of like, you're just looking at the sticker on the side of the helmet, but that's neither here nor there. The people who are going to play EA Sports College Football 25 do not care who the top 10 offenses and defenses are. And for the most part, like, is this enough fodder to chat about today, tomorrow, the rest of the week? Probably, yeah. If you're just looking for something to talk about, you're going like, can you believe LSU is above Clemson? Or can you believe the Notre Dame defense is above the Texas defense or the Utah defense? Or whatever argument you'd like to make. Can you believe Oregon is behind Georgia? Whatever the case may be. I'm just here to tell you, the people that play the game, and I am one of them, do not care about who are the top 10 offenses and defenses. And they might care about the top 25 most difficult places to play. That's a different kind of discussion. That's less on the field than top 10 all-rated offenses and defenses. We want to know who the bottom 10 offenses and defenses are. I want to see how you got Kennesaw State and Akron, because there are a lot of people who are not looking at the top. They want to look at the bottom. Who needs a complete revamp from head to toe in dynasty mode? And I assure you, I would bet you dollars to donuts that we will never get to see the bottom 10 offenses and defenses. You're not going to see a list that includes Sam Houston State and Akron and Kent State and Kennesaw State in the course of the next couple of weeks before the game is released. I promise you that's not going to happen, because EA Sports wants everybody to feel hunky-dory. They want the universities, the colleges, to keep the relationships alive. They don't want to piss anybody off. But I am here to tell you that there is a significantly much larger portion of the population that cares about who the worst offenses and defenses are than care about the top offenses and defenses. And make no mistake about it, there is going to be plenty of talk by looking at this list and going like, well, wait a second. LSU, who had the Heisman Trophy winner and lost him, is still listed as a top 6 offense. And Tennessee is not on that list. It's one of the most high-powered, explosive, high-flying offenses in all of college football, are not on that list. But LSU, who lost the Heisman Trophy winner, or Oregon, who lost Bo Nix and now is going to bring in Dylan Gabriel to be their starting quarterback, they are the second best offense in America or on defense. Notre Dame has all sorts of guys back from a pretty good defense. They're the same overall as Alabama, Clemson, Oregon. Utah is number 10. There will be plenty of discussion of that, and justifiably so, rightfully so. I'm not going to white knight for the Tennessee offense. I'm just not going to do it. Does it look like an extreme oversight? Yes. But I'm here to tell you that there are hundreds of thousands of people that want to know, well, wait a second, who is the worst offense? Because that's the challenge you want, right? That's the fun of the game, is if you start your dynasty with Oklahoma or Alabama, Notre Dame, Texas, Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, LSU, Florida, Georgia, whoever the hell, you're a psycho. Everybody starts as a offensive coordinator, or maybe if you're trying to like just move quickly, a head coach in the Sun Belt, MAC, Mountain West, Conference USA, or American. And really, it's like pretty much just Sun Belt, MAC, Conference USA is where you start out as the offensive coordinator at a bad program, and you try to turn them into a juggernaut. You try to turn them into somebody that's on this list, and we can pretend as if there are people who play as defensive coordinators. They don't. We all take the offensive coordinator job at Old Dominion, or pick whatever school you'd like, and you grow from there. And you want to be one of the top 10 offenses. So I want that list. Give me that list. Tell me who is the worst offense in the game, the top 10 worst teams. That's the list I want. And if you don't want to provide me that, I think that shows you just have a basic fundamental misunderstanding of what your audience wants. Because while the people who want to talk about these rankings want to talk about them, they want to sit there and nitpick and go, well, wait a second, how in the hell is LSU in 89 and Clemson's in 87? They want to do that. They're not going to play the game. The people who play the game want to know, why do you have Miami of Ohio as a 68? Like, they want to know who are the bad offenses or the really bad defenses. I want you to explain to me how you got Texas State as a 66 defense and an 82 offense. But I want to know, because I want to play as Texas State. And I don't think I'm alone in that. That'll do it for today's episode of Daily Huddle. Appreciate you making us a part of your day, however it is, wherever it is you're doing. So you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're getting all the great college football content we're pumping out. If you're listening on the podcast feed, drop a 5-star review. It goes a long way in helping out the channel. See you tomorrow. Another episode of the Daily Huddle. Whoops.